list a couple things for ribs. The first one is the only one that's new. The other ones you already learned in thoracic. Thoracic crawl and thoracic compressions are also for the ribs because the ribs attach to the thoracic. So if you're doing a thoracic compression at T4 and the rib that comes into T4 is out, when you do the thoracic compression, it puts the rib back in place. Okay. A lot of times the pops and the cracks that you get when you're doing thoracic compressions and thoracic crawls aren't the vertebra, they're the ribs, moving back. So if something is really out of place, if somebody actually had a dislocated rib, the compressions or the crawl would put the rib back. The last one that we do is more what I call for the subtle parts of the ribs. All the ribs are supposed to do this. He takes a breath in, see how his rib cage is rolling up, and then he takes a breath out and the rib cage rolls back down. So the ribs are doing this all the time, rolling up and rolling down. Okay? If I put my hand under one side and then I just feel the whole way up along, I can feel the ribs underneath of the muscles the whole way up. And then I'll do that again. Right about here, he's got one rib sticking out a little bit. That's sticking out more than the other ribs. And you can tell for sure that it's a rib and not a vertebra because the vertebra is pointy and the ribs are long and broad.
So you're just feeling it down more in your hand?
Yeah, it's just when I did that kind of pull along the spine, I felt that little bump.
One that kind
exactly,
of
and it's just sticking back. You can feel it.
And it doesn't matter the body type. You feel it on.
No, and that's why it's very important that they're like this, because if they have, if it's a man and they're highly muscled, or if it's somebody who has, thicker epidermis, a fat layer, when they lay on you, it pushes all that down, and now what you're feeling is what's underneath of all of that. So you'll be able to get through muscle, get through fat, and get right down to feeling the bone. And that's part of the reason we want them face up to utilize their body weight. So I